And it turns out that fascism actually has a meaning. It doesn't just mean things I dislike. It has a meaning. It existed in history. And it doesn't mean supporting the traditional family, because we know the fascists supported that. The fascists supported that because everybody supported that in the 1930s. That's not what makes a fascist a fascist. You know what makes somebody a fascist? Let's go through it. Militarism, the idea of the leader as the embodiment of the people, the idea of the state as the instrument of the nation's destiny, centralized power so the leader's will may be carried out most effectively, the suppression of regional differences, the subordination of private interests to a government-defined public good, which, by the way, is why one young kid on YouTube was able to take quotations from Hitler and read them out at an anti-Koch brothers rally and have all the progressives cheer, because he was talking about how I'm sick and tired of these private interests putting their own selfishness before the public good, and these idiots didn't know they were clapping for Hitler. Further on fascism, state domination of the economy, even if private property is still nominally respected. And what's very interesting, I'm going to be talking about this on my show next month in one of the episodes. As the years go on, by the way, we look at Hitler himself, he became more and more supportive of a planned economy. Earlier on in his thinking, he has more room for the idea of economic competition because he thinks of that as an expression of social Darwinism, that this will be a way we can weed out the weak through competition. So we have to have some private ownership. But as time goes on, and as he observes the success, as he perceives it, of the Soviet economic model, especially during World War II, he becomes more and more drawn to the idea of a planned economy. So certainly the left, who say libertarians are fascists, are complete morons, but that we know. But to hear libertarians talking this way is quite astonishing. Now, I'm going to put my dork hat on for just a minute. If you're interested in on this, like on Hitler and what he actually thought about the economy, it turns out he was not a free market guy. Because from his point of view, both capitalism and communism were creatures of the Jews. That's why we need a third way. But there's a great book, though, by a guy named Rainer Zietelman called Hitler, The Policies of Seduction.